Right, so before the game you mentioned to the players to play their role, work hard for the team and you'll get the result. Where did this go wrong today, but also what were the positives out of today?
I think when you've got a new group, a lot of these guys are coming from a fair way back with their footy, so playing in regional areas that probably play just totally different structures to what we play. So it's always going to take time for a new player to come in and be able to adapt and pick up on, especially the real spread. I mean, Geelong are the best side in the competition just about at throwing the ball out wide and spreading. We had a lot of guys that got sucked into the contest because that's what they're used to doing. They're used to seeing the ball and going and getting it. So they probably weren't quite as good as getting out and covering off outside. So, that's probably where they actually beat us in the end. But it's a great learning point for us, and there's 100 learning points come out of today's game. So certainly the spread, but being able to play their role. So sometimes, it's not you that has to get the ball, but you have to block for somewhere else, or you have to be able to cover off for someone, or whatever that role may be. So all in all, out of today's game, we probably, as a group, learned a whole lot of stuff about footy, which is great.
Yeah. So obviously, being the first game back, it's always pretty physical and challenging. How do you think the team played out the game, and is there any injuries?
No, we ended up with a couple of injuries. Sam Hooper with his knee is the biggest worry right at the minute. There's a couple of blokes that are a bit sore and a bit tight, but we'll have to just wait for Sam, to get checked out during the week, and we'll see where that one goes from there. So that's the injuries. The positive side to just them all playing and learning about structures and this and that. Like I said, we've learned a lot more about us than we've gone backwards today. We've certainly taken steps forwards, and their endeavour to keep fighting. I thought our pressure around the footy and our ability to win contested footy was great, and that never stopped all day. Which is, give me a group like that that's going to work any time. Yeah, that's good.
Great. You had 8 debutants today. How did these players go in the first game?
Yeah, look, some went better than others. There's no doubt about it. But like young Martin came in and kicked a couple of goals, which was terrific. Guthrie started to get his hands on the ball as the game went on. Hopper was really good around the footy. They're just 3 of the guys, but all of them will be better for the experience. There's no doubt about it. So they'll have learned a fair bit, and they're going to be better players down the track. So all positive really to come out of that.
Yeah, great. Who were the standout players?
Look, Hopper, Tucker, Webster, O'Byrne, McDonald. They were all really, really solid today. They played some great footy. So happy for those guys to see how far they've come probably in the last 12 months with their footy. And then there's a few guys that didn't have super days today, but it'll be better next week. So we're just looking forward to next week already. So we'll learn from today and move on.
That's it. So what will be the main focuses in between now and next week's game against Bendigo?
Certainly just a bit more role-playing stuff. So when guys, when we're asking guys to do something, we really need them to be able to follow up and play a particular role for us. And just our spread around the footy, I think. Our ability to go from defence to offence and that sort of stuff. They're areas that we need to work on.
Perfect. Thanks.